With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
Hello everyone, today we'll be solving a question in biology. So the question they have given us is, a detritus foot chain in comparison to a grazing foot chain is, and the options they've given us are equal, broader, longer, and shorter. Okay, so the question is asking about the difference between detritus foot chain and in comparison which is longer and which is shorter. Okay, now detritus foot chain is a foot chain that occurs in decompositional level. Okay, detritus foot chain occurs in decompositional level, and it transits between various microorganisms and saprotrophs. This is also like a micro food chain because it's continuously happening with the cost of microorganisms and saprotrophs along within themselves. Okay, so that's why it's also called as a micro food chain. So the question is asking about, compared to a grazing food chain, how well does the detritus food chain compare? Now something you should know is grazing food chain or the normal food chain, grazing food chain releases energy into the planet. Okay, releases energy into the ecosystem. Okay, grazing food chain releases energy into ecosystem, but detritus food chain utilizes the energy released by the grazing food chain. Okay, it utilizes the energy released into the ecosystem. Okay, because when scavengers leave the remnants of organisms behind, the detritus food chain must clear up the organism from the face of earth for cyclic replenishment of ecosystem. Without detritus food chain, there will be nothing happening in the planet. Okay, for cyclic replenishment of ecosystem, there must be detritus food chain. Okay, so when you compare to grazing food chain, detritus food chain is smaller. Okay, when compared to a grazing food chain, detritus food chain is smaller because a grazing food chain releases energy into the ecosystem, but detritus food chain utilizes the energy released in the ecosystem by grazing food chain. And the reason why it's smaller compared to a grazing food chain is because grazing food chain can even lead to food webs. Okay, but detritus food chain can only transit between microorganisms. Okay, it's a very small food chain and it will go only 2 to 3 series, whereas grazing food chain can go several series and it eventually leads to food web. A single producer will offer food to more than 10 organisms within themselves. So that's why grazing food chain is extremely larger, and in comparison detritus food chain is very smaller compared to grazing food chain. Okay, so now we know what's the answer. We can say the answer as option 4. Shorter is the right answer. Thank you.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut app today.